part of it, actually creating different routines every week. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't think you ever have to be good at anything to be able to teach it. I think there's a lot of teachers who maybe say, right, well, this is the answer, but don't know how to tell you why. You know, I think for me, certainly, I gave up dancing when I was maybe 16. I quit dancing for a couple of years because I had no interest in it anymore. And I think a lot of it came down to maybe the people I was around and stuff. I was being told a lot of things, but I didn't know why. So I left dancing, and I feel as though I became a lot more social then. And when I came back to dancing, I feel as though that's my strong point. It's not necessarily my dancing, because on a scale with all the dancers on the show right now, I certainly wouldn't be up there. You know, I do a lot of things an awful lot different to a lot of people on the show, and I'm happy with that. You know, and I think that everyone should be when it comes to anything, no matter what you do. I never think that there's one way to do something. And whether you're the best or whether you're the worst, I think you have something that somebody else doesn't have, and I feel as though that should be the only important thing. And really push the reasons why you enjoy doing something, as opposed to be good at it. You just have to like it, and yeah.
Thank you, sir. Up here, up to our left.
I have two quick questions. One is, you guys spend a lot of time on your feet, dancing many hours, and I know Tristan had a recent toe injury, and I was just wondering if there's any tips for foot health to keep your feet from hurting so much after you've spent so much time. And the second is, what do you all have on your bucket list or your dream list beyond Dancing with the Stars?
Well, don't kick things, for a start. Try not to fall down a lot. And
I got like a lot of pedicures while I was on the show.
It's hard for the girls in the heels, especially when you first get these heels.
You're telling me.
I have a lot of old injuries, and sometimes I come up a lot. I mean, like I said, you do spend an awful lot of time. You do spend an awful lot of time, and sometimes when you get tired, you just start making stupid, silly mistakes. And I think that's a little bit of what happened to me just recently, certainly with my toe. I was unfortunate, I broke my toe right before a show. We were doing the dress run right before the show, and I came out of something wrong, and I kicked, and I broke a couple of bones in my foot. But yeah, that happens. Unfortunately, I used to play football as well, so I've got dodgy knees, and I've got a dodgy back, and sometimes they all come together at the worst possible time.
That's why I try to avoid any physical activity whatsoever. Okay, just stay seated and raise the feet up and have a margarita. You're on vacation.
Foot health 101.
Great.
Worked for me.
Good advice.
Any bucket lists for anybody?
Bucket list. Yeah. Well, I have a few things that I'm trying to work on now at the moment, and again, there are a lot of things in Ireland. Certainly with different stories and stuff, and if I can use dancing here and maybe the little bit of profile that I maybe had, if I can use that to make something positive at home, I think that's certainly the goal for me, however big or however small it is.
I got to check one off my bucket list coming to Alaska. I've heard that this cruise is just absolutely amazing, so when this came up on the itinerary, I was like, yes! Because I was so excited to see Alaska, and I'm going on a glacier thing, you know.
We're gonna meet lumberjacks.
Yep.
It's gonna be awesome. I think mine's pretty, if we do those two things, we'll be good to go. Yeah.
What else do you need? Stunning.
This one's for Jason. This is our second Dancing with the Stars cruise, and we were on the Eurodance.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
as our cruise director. We're very happy to have you. Are you now going to follow the Dancing with the Stars at sea?
I was actually very blessed when we picked up this partnership. I was blessed to be tapped as the host for the Dancing with the Stars at Sea cruises. So I go and I do all of them with them. So I travel with the family. And you can attest to the fact that usually I have a voice when I do this, This is a month straight for us right now, and this is our third of these in a row, and my fourth week in a row, and I'm just completely shot. So I'm doing everything I can to get through it. Otherwise, that man right there will probably take my spot any moment now. I'm sure of it.
What you need is a massage.
Do you know anybody?
I'll think of something.
Okay. You're a generous man. You're a generous man.
I'm a giver.
We've got. I'm a taker. So we have time for just one or two more questions right there in the back. Yes.
What do you do with the
Into
what
that.
do you do with the costumes when you're done?
What do you do with the costumes when you're done with them?
They actually recycle them. So
They go to Dancing with the Stars in Micronesia. They just kind of... No, they do recycle a lot of the costumes, and like you'll see, they have different lives and different numbers, and they have a big warehouse in LA. I got to tour it, which was amazing, another bucket list moment. And they have all the costumes from all the shows and the designers. If they're incredibly pinched for time, maybe the troupe will wear them in some of the troupe numbers. Maybe they'll reconfigure them for one of the traveling shows like we're doing, or the Vegas show, or they'll reinvent one for some of the pros or the celebrities to wear.
yeah, because we have so many numbers, especially on the Tuesday show when we have the musical guests come in. So quite often you'll see your dress reconstructed in some way. So
It's really exciting. I hope you guys really do get a chance to come at noon tomorrow, because to see these costumes up close, they're just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really excited how many Jeff Nags, our costume person that's on the show, he pulled some of the best costumes that are on the show. It's pretty amazing.
It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, we're just gonna kind of take one or two more here. Yes.
I would be interested in your views of the three judges and any differences that they had you needed to be aware of when you performed the dance.
We were waiting for that question to come up.
yeah, that's the scariest thing. You've just done this dance, you're so happy, you're so proud of your partner, and then you've got to walk over and face these judges. And you can often tell by the look on their face as you're walking over to them or what they're doing.
Lynn's head.
Yeah. Or Bruno jumping up and down on the table or something, then you're like, yes. But yeah, you know what, they're there to do a job like we are. So, you take what they say on board. Sometimes you don't, sometimes you ignore it.
Sometimes you have no idea what they're saying.
A lot of times.
You were like a predator that ate her baby, and then I was like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't eat anybody's
Andrew,
baby.
you can't really hear because you're trying to listen over your complete. You are breathing so hard, and so you're trying to concentrate, but they are kind of far away, and so it's hard to hear them. And then also when Bruno's jumping up and down and doing crazy things.
But you know that's good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the three judges that we have are very, very different. But what I think is good is that they're always consistent with their comments, in the sense of they always comment on what they know, and that's what I like about it. Granted, I don't always agree with it, but it is unfortunate sometimes because you're not really putting the dance together for a week to know what them three think about it. So it's I just want to know at the end that my partner's happy, and then she smiles at the end, I'm like golden, and then you get up and then you get slated, or you get a 6 for doing something, I don't know, something stupid. You know what I mean? You kind of go, well, that doesn't really matter. So it's three opinions, but the three people who's been chosen to give their opinion out of how many people watch the show. So you can't get too disheartened about it.
No.
But at the same time, people do, because they're the only three people you have to listen to, if you know what I mean.
A lot of Derek, a lot of times, I know Sean was always freaking out during the All-Star season, especially with that quick step. How many rules he was willing to break because he wanted to give Sean an amazing performance, and he wanted to do an out-of-the-box quick step. But Sean was just like, we're gonna get slaughtered. We're gonna get slaughtered.
And
We're
we
gonna get
did.
slaughtered.
I don't know how many times I walked over to the judges and Carrie Ann would be like, she'd be like, that was a lift.
That was a lift.
I know. And she yells at me for it. I'm like, it wasn't me. It was him. No, it's a lot of times the only thing that's hard is we work all week to put these performances together, and when we finish a dance and we're so excited that we made it through, and then you go to those judges and they're like, oh, that was awful. And you're like, oh. So it's a little little deflating, but our partners are there to support us and stuff. So
In my disco, Bruno had said something about my timing. I will let you know I went onto YouTube with Louie and watched it.